Donte Dixon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by ex-pro, now trainer and manager, Adam Etches. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you, mate. All good.
Where are you at the moment? Because I thought you were in England, but I don't think you are.
No, I'm in Belarus. I've got a lad who I manage boxing over here. We were meant to box end of last month, to be honest, but he's had a nightmare. Failed his corona test, so I've ended up being stuck over here for a couple of weeks. Well, it's going to be a couple of weeks.
Oh, what? Until he's allowed to go back?
Yes, but I've managed to get him another fight while we're over here on same promotion with Al Siesta.
Is that Levi?
Levi Smith, yeah.
Yeah. I interviewed him just before the initial fight was supposed to happen. I didn't realise he'd failed the COVID test. How's he getting on? Is he like asymptomatic? Has he had any symptoms?
No, to be honest, he's been fine. It's been a strange one, to be honest, but you know, if he failed the test, so you got to take the precautions. He's done his isolation and back training again, and he's ready to rock and roll.
Well, that's good stuff. It's good that Al was managed to get him another fight at such short notice as well.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. It's been good out here, to be honest.
I was going to say, it doesn't look too bad. Are you enjoying your time in Belarus?
Yeah, it's good. We've been looked after. We're in a nice hotel. Everything's good. It's a little bit boring, as in, you know, all we do is train and go to sleep, but that's all you do at home anyway. So, you know, it's no different, really.
You've got your stable of fighters growing all the time, you know, doing really good things. But the name you seem to have been linked with most in the last few months is Kell Brook, of course. And I just wanted to ask how you felt about that, especially when the rumours started flying around that you were going to be training him for the Crawford fight, which obviously turned out not to be the case. But everyone was saying that at one point.
Yeah, Kell's my best friend. You know, I've done a few bits to help Kell out with his training, but I'm not his trainer. I've just helped him along. Been doing a bit of training with him, doing a few pads with him. So, people jump to conclusions, but I just want best for Kell. So if I can help him along the way, then I don't mind.
Obvious question in that case. In the time you have spent with him, how's he looking? Because especially compared to the prime Kell Brook we saw before, because you saw him then as well.
Me personally, I think this is the prime Kell Brook, but we'll find out on fight night. I know it's a difficult person to gauge it against with Terence Crawford because he's one of the pound for pound greats, and everyone's talking about. So, you know, he's not gone into an easy fight, but I'm confident. I think he can pull it off. I'll be honest.
Did you consider going over there to watch the fight if Levi's fight hadn't been delayed?
Yeah, I would have liked to have gone over, but you know, Kell understands. I've got work to do myself with the lads what I'm training and managing. So, you know, I'm there in spirit anyway. He knows that.
And can you tell us a little bit about the guy who is going to be in the corner, Carlos Pimento? Because I don't know a great deal about him.
I don't know much about him either. I know Kell's been happy with the bits of training what he's done with him because I've been speaking to him every day. His training's gone brill. So, you know, on the night, everyone will see, and I'm sure Kell can, you know, upset the odds.
What have you noticed about Kell on the pads? Because you said you've taken him on the pads a bit and helped out with bits of training. You know, is it the sharpness that's impressed you, the power, both? What's kind of stood out?
To be honest with you, he's been doing it for many years. He's a natural. His movement. He's very, very, very good all round. To be honest with you, I think he's very similar to Crawford in the way that he boxes, the things that he does. I think Kell's a bit bigger and a bit stronger.
Okay. That's interesting. And just tell us about your own setup at the moment. Which of your fighters, I know you don't want to pick kind of favourites, name them all if you want, but who should we be looking out for? Who excites you that's in the gym at the moment?
I've got three. I've got three fighters. I don't. I've always said from day one, I don't want to manage loads because you can't. You can't give the opportunities to everyone. You know, I'm gonna have no more than five. But at the minute, I've got three boxers that I manage. Um, I've got Shaquille Thompson. He's a middleweight, 5-0. He's as good as any middleweight in Britain, I feel, even though he's only had 5 fights. Levi Smith, who I'm over here with, the Traveller. He's having his first fight in a couple of weeks. He's a good talent, a young lad, so I'm not gonna rush him. And then Donte Dixon, who I'm managing alongside my good friend Billy Joe Saunders. So I've got a good little stable of fighters, and I think, like I say, I've got the energy and drive to help one of these that I'm managing to achieve what I thought I was going to achieve in boxing, which is be a world champion. So I've got bit between my teeth.
It's hard to say until it actually happens, but do you think that'll satisfy you as much as it would have if you'd have won one?
To be honest with you, I think it'll do it. It'll do it more because you see, I've had a little taste of boxing myself. I've had a little taste of the highs. I've had a little taste of the lows. You know, I didn't get quite as far as what I wanted to get in with my boxing career. But like I said, that gives me the drive and the ambition to get one of these young guys to where I thought I was going to be. You know, and if they listen and they do things right, there's no reason why none of them can't get there.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Dante's probably had more coverage, publicity than the other two guys, predominantly because he's been on big shows and also co-managed by Billy Joe Saunders, which is a big name. How you know him well, obviously, Dante. How will he cope with that pressure, that extra sets of eyes on him?
Well, to be honest, it's one of them. You may as well have the pressure early because it's an experience. If you don't like the pressure, you can't handle the pressure, then don't even bother boxing because boxing's all about pressure. All right, you don't set off with loads of pressure on you, but if you want to get to where I would want to see him, as in be a world champion, be up there with one of the best boxers in Britain, then the pressure's there. Do you know what I mean? So it's in a way it's good that he's got the pressure early doors, and at the moment he seems to be handling it perfectly. So hopefully it can continue.
When it comes to the training side, obviously you're your manager as well, but when it comes to the training side, who's been your biggest influence, either in your own career when you were fighting or since you retired?
To be honest, I've trained alongside, I feel, some of the best trainers in Britain. I've done a lot of things what perhaps I shouldn't have done, which is to and froing from trainer to trainer. That's not a good idea, I don't think. But at the same time, it's done me good because it's given me the experience. It's taught me what I know today, and it'll help me become a better trainer. So, but the answer to your question, I think Dominic Ingle and Robert McCracken are the two most influential people who I've trained with.
I know Dom pretty well. We speak quite often. McCracken less so, and he doesn't do a lot of interviews and stuff like that, so it's hard to get an insight. When did you work with him, and what sort of things did you pick up from him?
I didn't work with him for too long, to be honest, but probably 8 months. He's a cracking bloke, cracking trainer, but like you say, he doesn't do many interviews. He keeps himself to himself. But he's a good guy, Rob, and a good trainer.
What was it about him that impressed you, or about his training style?
Well, one of the things what he said when I first went to see him, I were overweight, a lot heavier than what I should have been fighting at. And he said to me, this was the first time I'd met him. He said, "Good to meet you, but come back when you've lost a stone and a half." That was the first thing he said, and I thought, shit, it was a bit of a shock. And I think that, to be honest, I think that's a good way to look at it, because as a boxer, you're a professional athlete. Your weight should be good. You should be training all the time. You should live the life. And all he wanted to do was teach me boxing, which it's a good thing. It's a big thing.
Yeah, I suppose he's not really the sort of coach that wants to work with you on getting your weight down, is he? He's a technical expert.
Yeah, he trains all lads on GB squad. He's obviously trains Joshua. He's a cracking bloke, cracking trainer. So he don't want to waste his time watching you get your weight off. You shouldn't have to get your weight off, though, to be honest. And although I've gone up quite a bit when I was boxing, I've put a bit of weight on now. I'm saying the same things to my lads, just to try and say, look, keep in the gym, keep fit, because you never know when an opportunity might come.
And as you said, you're happy with having quite a small stable, but are you, open for business, if you like, if there are fighters out there who are interested in taking that next step?
100%. I'm always, I'm going to be opening a gym soon with one of my friends who's big in boxing, a big name in boxing. So everything's going to fall into place.
You're not going to tell us who that is, are you?
I'm gonna leave that for him to.
Fair enough. I don't blame you. All right, well, I really appreciate your time. Best of luck with Levi when the fight actually happens. We look forward to that, and hopefully see you when you get back to the UK.
Well, thanks, Dan.
Cheers, mate. Take care.
Cheers.